And good evening, one and all, and welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite for my Friday night spice stream. Thank you all so very much for joining me this evening as we continue Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm so glad you could all join me tonight. As you may have noticed, there's been a few changes to the layout of my streams. I was thinking that the events chat didn't really showcase people who have recently followed, subscribed, tipped bits, and supported my archive with gifted subs and donations. So I just wanted to just redesign a few things so that people could really show off that they're supporting me in innumerable ways. So I hope you guys like the new updates. Salvaholder, thank you so much for the resub for 6 months now. Thank you. This minute. Sorry, half a year already. How does this year feel both fleeting and eternal at the same time? God, I know the feeling. Like, for me, it still feels like it's December 2020. Like, I can't wrap my head around how a whole year has passed. But it's been 6 months of you supporting me. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. You're amazing. Go. From last we left off, we went to the city of Orlais to try and turn the tide, as it were, so that people would join the Inquisition. It has not been going well, but we might have some new allies joining us, which I'm very excited for. Oh, Hayden, good to start off with a stretch. Always good. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you. Needed that. And thank you, Samuel. I always like doing the Valasleen face tattoos for my Dragon Age game, my Dragon Age stream. Takasa House. Yeah, it has been a while. Been a while. I actually called one of these live. Lovely to hear your voice again. Oh, thank you so much. And thank you so very much for your amazing support with a subscription for 9 months now. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, now I just need to remember, how do I play this game? Hang on. There we are. There's all these amazing little bits of lore everywhere. A season of the Fourfowl. At this window, the thief Treadwall did witness the attempted assault of Lady Chastain. Castine? He surrendered his chance for escape to catch her and hold her assailant, a bard of Lord Hailvine. Hero thief, foiled bard, and conspiring noble were all ensured as per their station in relevant action. Lashings and labour disappeared and ostracised for the social season, respectively. The scandal played out far longer in the theatrically serialized adaptation, which reimagined the three as siblings separated at birth, competing for Lady Castaigne's hand at her orchestration. The conclusion was relatively accurate to the original event, save the punishment of the thief and noble being swapped to comic effect. Generally good reviews received, though some thought the height of the lady's hair to be unrealistic, except when torn from a disposable walking tour of the capital. It's like little things like that, just add to the extra spice of the world building. Travel. Oh, just a tiny note, your voice is quite low compared to the game audio. I'm sorry, I've been trying to adjust so that my microphone is at a more comfortable angle. Is that better? It's just a little bit closer to my mouth. If it's a little bit loud still, I'll adjust the game volume. Come on. Return to Haven's Chantry. And yes, keep doing good things. Okay, cool. I just wanted to check, because sometimes it's a little tricky to gauge. It's just that extra little bit of distance that make all the difference. Okay, where the fuck do we go?
If I might have a moment of your time.
You may.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering. and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andrasto with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider
difference.
this an invitation to Redcliff. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
Au revoir to yourself. I'm sure everything will be fine. Let us travel back to Haven. I wonder if I could change the position of the subtitles. Give me 1 second, because I didn't realize the top bar would be blocking them off. Let me just quickly see if I can do that. Can I make, if it's larger, can you see it there? We will see. Let us return to the Chantry. Although, is Cullen there? Because, yeah, there's a little scene cut with Cullen over this way. How's it going?
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims.
My army
None made
grows.
quite the entrance you did.
Come on.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work. I'm sure of it.
I sound very confident.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Sorry, but I'm not romancing you, Cullen. But you are lovely, and you have very, not quite golden retriever energy, but maybe like, just good energy.
You understand our situation. I appreciate your opinion.
Look around. Our people are well organized and committed. Despite what the clerics think, we are in the best position to help. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Good question, Clansinator. I was thinking more the mages, just because I am playing a mage, so I might be just a little bit biased. Oh, Cassandra, there you are. What you doing? Hi.
Ugh.
Worried?
Is it that obvious?
I'm afraid so.
Did I do the right thing?
You can do no wrong, Cassandra.
What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool. And they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot.
I love her so much.
But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andrasto?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
What's going to happen now?
Now we find allies to help us close the breach, if that is even possible. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
It would be nice if we could see you, Cassandra. Okay, there we go.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not?
You kind of did, to be fair.
I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
No, I was very suspicious. That's valid.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
I'm Elven, so I have my own pantheon, respectfully.
I'm Dalish. I believe in our own gods.
And there's no room among your gods for one more? I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
You ever see a character design that's just like, the bone structure is just so... I know that because they were literally sculpted to look that way, but it just feels like that extra level of like sculpted by the gods, like Cassandra in this game, or like, I don't know, Victor in Arcane. Just like the little choices that they make in character design, just perfect. Damn elves trying to tell us Talos isn't a god. Those damn elves. Sam, stop it!
Need something?
I think maybe I was like, I have these cheekbones so that it prevents anyone the thought of like slapping me, because I know they'll slice their hand open if they try. How's it going,
Can
Varric?
I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Let's ask about Cassandra and your
How do you
crossbow.
and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. Funny story. I bought a salvaged ship and found her locked in a dragon bone reinforced chest in the hold. I broke 3 dozen lockpicks and blunted 9 saws opening that trunk, but it was worth it.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
That's fair enough. Everyone's
Varric.
allowed to have their
No
secrets.
problem.
Just because like when you lay out, I didn't realize it kind of chops off a little bit of the subtitles. I'm just going to turn them off so that it isn't super annoying. Oops. Just let me know if you can hear everything clearly or if I need to adjust the game volume. I wonder how Solus is doing. Is he around here? Off brooding somewhere? There we are.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
Hi, Lubert. How's it going?
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
I just wanted to ask some questions. Tell me about our people.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
I thought you would be more interested in sharing your opinions of elven culture. You are Dalish, are you not?
Proudly.
Yes, I am. The Dalish are the best hope for preserving the culture of our people.
Our people. You use that phrase so casually. It should mean more. But the Dalish have forgotten that, among other things.
Oh, but you know the truth, right?
While they pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the Fade. I have seen things they have not.
So teach us then, if you're so knowledgeable.
The Dalish are trying to restore elven history. If you know something new, share it.
Would your clan listen to what I had learned in my studies? My travels? Or would they mock the Flatir and his stories and go back to their ruins? At least you were asking. That is something. I will answer as I can.
Oh, tonight I am enjoying some Smokehead whiskey. It's very, very nice.
Is the magic they teach in the Circle different from the magic I learned with my people?
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
It must have been. We were just awesome by nature.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinda disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
It's certainly interesting.
I'd be interested in learning more about blood magic.
I would teach you if I knew it. Unfortunately, using blood magic seems to make it more difficult to enter the Fade. You understand why I never bothered to learn it. A shame, as it is extremely powerful, provided it remains a tool, not a crutch, nor a passion.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Shiral, but Hallam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city, a place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
Sorry, this is just
Hear
history
stories
lesson
of
with
them living
Solus.
in
I'm loving
trees,
this.
And imagine wooden ramps or Dalish Erebels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
I will
We'll
come
talk
back
later.
for more later.
Goodbye.
I think we got off a little bit on the wrong foot there, but I think we managed to somewhat figure things out. But let's head back and keep going with the plot, because I'm leaning more towards the mages.
It's good you've returned.
Hi.
We heard of your encounter. You heard?
My agents in a city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
We had to do something, and now we have an opportunity.
Yes, and we have the opening we need to approach the Templars and the mages.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliff instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
We should meet with the mages. At least, like, they weren't, like, beating people up in the streets of Orlais.
I could at least find out what the mages want.
No doubt what they've always wanted. Support for their cause.
We shouldn't discount Redcliff. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
Oh. Come on, guys, we're a team,
There is
remember?
one other matter.
Oh?
Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
Very suspicious.
That does sound odd. I agree. The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease. And if he can't? Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Night Kaiju, you have redeemed to pick my voice. Is Ivelik's husband. Oh my god, I haven't done Ivelik's voice in ages, like since I originally wrote that script. Oh my god. I'm honestly just trying to remember what her voice actually was. Fuck, hang on. God. Just trying to remember what her voice was like. I think it was very similar to my own speaking voice. It was just a few more Warhammer tones or references. And I think after I added some more effects to her voice, I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to perform it with anything special other than just speaking my normal voice, to be fair. Vivienne the Fair, Red Jenny. Yes. Yes, let's do that quest. Hang on. I'm just going to level up first. I could try to do a little bit of Ivelik's Hest, but it's escaping me at the moment what, like, to really pin down her voice correctly. And everyone else is good. Don't worry about it. Speak to me of the tech priests and their exploits. Oh, the things I don't know a great deal about them. I'm sorry. Comsteintrov, thank you so much for the 39-month resub. Thank you so much for your absolutely amazing support. Thank you. For 39 months now, over 3 full years. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get out in a circle together, and maybe let's go in order. So let's go after Blackwall first in the hinterlands, and then we can actually, we have a few things we can do around here first, because I think there was someone. Oh?
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Mistress Lavelan, this is the Marquis Durelion. one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. How do Elion lend Justinia these lands for pilgrimage? This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
Oh, hi Scarlett, how's it going? Glad to see you.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock.
Thank you so
We
much
face
for
a
the
dark
follow,
time, Your
Legally
Grace.
Simon. You're amazing.
Divine
Thank you.
Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
Yeah, I'm not that weird.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Thank you. Didn't realize we need permission, but okay.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths.
God, she's
But
just
please excuse
wonderful.
me.
I love her
I've
voice.
much work to do before the day is done.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll let you work. Also, thank you so much, Barden's Odyssey, for these 9-month subscription. Thank you so much. You're amazing. And thank you so much, Legally Simon, for the follow. You are now one of my lovely Lost Tales, and you are welcome back at the Blue Rose Respite anytime. Take a seat and enjoy yourself. I have noticed that things aren't updating on the new layout as they should be. Would you be alright to just hold tight for just 2 minutes, and I'll be back in a second, and because I'm just going to try and fix that up. And then when I get back, I will do the pick my voice for Cytarol the Eternal. Okay? Okay. And we're back. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't realize I had to have something open for it in order to update. But yes, it should all be fixed now. But thank you all so very much. And as requested, I believe you wanted to hear from Cytarol the Eternal, was it? The Children of Andrasto. There are many misconceptions regarding Andraste's bloodline, Monsieur. This is due, I should think, to a general lack of knowledge regarding Andraste's mortal life. Understandable, considering the many cults that arose following her death. Everyone sought to claim Our Lady for their own culture or claimed some aspect of her existence was a lie. All of them complete fabrications. Thank you so much for the host, Daniel. My order has done considerable research to ascertain the truth. We all know Andraste and the betrayer raised 5 children. The eldest 3 were sons, Isarath, Evrion, and Verald. The rule of what was once southern Tevinter was split amongst them. Isarath was given the west, what is today Orlais. Evrion was given the east, which is today the Free Marches. Verald was given the central Planocene, which is today Nevada. What became of these men and their legacies is the stuff of legend, and the majority of claimants to Andraste's bloodline link back to one of them. None of the 3 sons, however, were born of Andraste. They were born of the betrayer's concubine, Ghonnathan. People chose to overlook the fact that Andraste came from Alamari tribesmen, and that they were barbarians, not the Ferelden's we know today. They were savage warriors who took concubines in addition to their wives, and because Andraste was thought to be too weak to bear children, the betrayer took Ghonnathan to provide him heirs, which she did. After her death, the sons were raised as Andraste's own. Later in life, Andraste proved predictions wrong and had 2 daughters by the betrayer, Ebris and Vivienne. They were kept out of the public eye and not permitted to marry, though both had consorts. Ebris had but one child, Ali Vamar, who perished on a voyage to Denerim, less than a month after her mother fell to plague, and without children of her own, the younger daughter, Vivienne, was more controversial, a strong-headed woman who defied her family by falling in love with a mage of Tevinter, Regilon. Vivienne and Regilon went into self-imposed exile as the Exalted March began, and into hiding following Andraste's betrayal and murder. What became of Vivienne and her descendants is largely unknown for one primary reason. She had only daughters. Each of those daughters only had daughters. They married into other families and took other names, and in the chaos of the Second Blight, all traces of survivors were lost. Andraste's true bloodline, if it exists, lies solely in the descendants of Vivienne, and the suspicion of my order is that it produces only daughters. Thus, the claims of our young man, Monsieur, are highly suspect. From a letter of Sister Galena of the Augustine Order. Well, whoever this Andraste is, she sounds
We will
mortal.
study that.
And hey, Franklin, how's it going? Glad you could join us tonight. Well, the game is called Dragon Age. That Cytarl is not auto-included in the cast is travesty indeed. Oh, I'm most insulted. So, let us expand our inner circle, shall we? And head to the hinterlands, perhaps. Although, let's go to the war room and get some work done before we head out adventuring somewhere. In the facts menu, you select facts and provide unique benefits to your party. Okay.
My scouts are posted on the ridges in case there's any trouble.
I will say, because I like when I can say more. So I think having additional arcane knowledge to open up more opportunities, especially since we're going to be speaking to the mages, is a good idea for us. And then I get to get a little bit of an XP bonus whenever I acquire some new codex information. Commander Cullen, with the watchtowers built, we've had advanced warning of demon and bandit attacks. The area is safer for both the refugees and the farmers who have fled the nearby fields. Much appreciated, sir. It's good to know that the Inquisition is willing to put in the time to help these people. Good, good, good. Now, what was this, to find lost soldiers, was it? Oh, we need more soldiers in order to do that. That's okay. Why don't we just contact my clan, perhaps, and let them know I'm safe and well. Contact Clan Llewellyn. Clan Llewellyn offers greetings to the Inquisition and wishes it well in sealing the breach that has opened in the sky. While some Dalish clans hate humans and wish nothing to do with them, Clan Llewellyn has always dealt fairly with all and wished only for peace. That said, we have on occasion been forced to defend ourselves from those who saw us only as potential victims. It has come to our attention that a member of our clan is being held captive by your Inquisition. She went to the Conclave only to observe the peace talks between your mages and Templars, and we find it highly unlikely that she intentionally violated your customs. If she has been charged with a crime, we would appreciate hearing of it. If not, it would ease our concerns to hear from her and know that she remains with the Inquisition of her own will. My troops can deliver news of your safety and make it clear the Inquisition should be taken seriously. Daily respect deeds, not words. Let's let Liliana take this one. The Dalish respect deeds, not words. That my elven agents delivered something with the clan needs as a show of good faith. Yep, just something nice.
Let's see what we have.
Being sent to observe and became a Dragon Age protagonist. You know what? That sounds like the start of protagonist story. Just, oh, we just came here to see what was going on, and then this nonsense happened. Okay, let's send these out to make sure that everyone else is doing some other work while we get our own work done. Herald, your Inquisition says it's for order against chaos, reason in darkness. If you stand by this, come forth and drive the heretics from my lands. They claim to be refugees, but I have seen elves and apostates among them. Filthy savages tearing at our roots. Our monarch refuses to send forth armies, and my own knights are decimated at the Conclave. I require your aid to return peace to my lands. Prove your loyalty, and I'll see you richly rewarded for your faith. Let's send Collins one. We could send a few patrols, but I would prefer they help the refugees and not Lord Kildan. Yep, that works for me.
All right.
And something for Josephine. Let's see if we can gather some extra coin.
At your service.
And then let us travel to the hinterlands. Shipments. That was the farmland security one. Now where is... There we are. So let us head here, shall we? Good, good, good. I thought it was starting to snow outside, but it was just a bird. Oh. Do you know if you'll be getting like a really nice white Christmas with like all the snowfall and everything? Or is it still unsure at this time? Solace. Yes, revival. I would like for you to learn how to bring allies back to life. That would be most appreciated.
Nothing to report, sir.
Okay, now, where is Blackwall? Is it up this way? Might have been up this way, or I could be wrong. Yes, I think we had to go up this way. Oh yeah, didn't we have to get, like, ram meat for... for a quest? Ah, there it is. How to get all the way over there? Go. Ah, yes, here we are. Oh, this is so pretty though. So serene. Gathering herbs. I mean, I'm in Michigan, I miss snow too. I miss snow being a season rather than falling and being gone within a few days. Yeah, I could say the same being over here in the UK. Like, I'm really glad I don't have to drive over here, and so that when the snow falls, I can just enjoy it. It's so pretty.
Goodbye!
Don't need to be so aggressive, it's just a fucking ram. And I just need the meat for a quest. Maybe my wonderful elvish mage, she was maybe a little bit more bloodthirsty than it appears, and that's why they were like, you know what, why don't you just cool things off and you take like a nice little trip to Haven just to observe and then report back for our clan, and then everything went to shit.
Line there and there, no gaps.
Hello.
Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
You have a magnificent beard.
Warden Blackwall?
You're not. How do you know my name? Who said that?
Got some bullshit happening.
That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come.
And who are these chuckle fucks?
Hold the wall, man. And you come to me. You're dead, bastard. I wasn't here to fight. Stop.
Nice. The Beastalks were going well until the Fire Nation attacked.
Sorry, bastards.
Sir, the chat and I appreciate your
Good work,
magnificent beard.
conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
I know your name because I'm an agent of the Inquisition. I'm investigating whether the disappearance of Wardens has anything to do with the murder of the Divine.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
Sir, we weren't accusing anyone yet.
I'm not here to accuse. Not yet. I just need information. I've only found you. Where are the rest?
I haven't seen any Wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you
are. Inspiring but fruitless?
It's been a pleasure, Warden Blackwall.
Bye.
But this didn't help at all.
Okay, thanks. Good for you. I've got shit to do.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Hold a moment.
Oh?
The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, Thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a warden. Maybe you need me.
Yes. Join us. One
Warden
of us.
Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This warden walks with the Inquisition.
Hell yes. I'm gonna send you to oh no, wait. No. I'm gonna send you back to Haven because I'm happy with the team I have at the moment. Because we need to get a bit more power, and don't we need to head towards Redcliff? Hang on. Yes, so let us head towards Redcliff, and then maybe we can also... Ooh, there's something there to mark. I need to get there. Ooh. Chart paper. Oh, sorry, I also just realized we came to the end of that particular Pick My Voice for Cytarl the Eternal, but thank you so very much for requesting it. Chart paper. A letter found on the body of a bandit who stole from refugees in the hinterlands. The ink is smudged and only a few sentences can be made out. You can die pretending you'll earn back with your soldier's honor. You can do something with the skills that son of a bitch taught you. Spend some time with my boys. No one will know who you are in Ferelden, and it's not so bad. A little bit of smuggling, a little bit of extortion. You'll get used to it. And I'm not sure if this was Blackwall's home, but I'm... Is there anything of use? Alright, it's a little bit long, but I'll read it. The Orlesian Empire. There are many lords and ladies in Val Royal, and I mean this literally. Once the system of noble titles in Orlais was labyrinthine. There were barons and baronesses and baronets and sir barons and a horde of others, each with its own origins and its own nuances of comparison. The Orlesian aristocracy is ancient and much given to competition, although nobility play the grand game, as it is known, whether they wish to or not. It is a game of reputation and patronage, where moves are made with rumor and scandal as the chief weapon. No gentle game, this. More blood has been drawn as a result of the grand game than any war the Orlesians have fought. Of this I am assured by almost every gentleman here. As far as titles went, everything changed with the coming of Emperor Draken, who established the Orlesian Empire as it exists now, and who created the Chantry. There is no more venerated figure in Orlais. In Val Royal, the statue of Draken stands as tall as the statue of Andrasto. Draken determined that the grand game was tearing Orlais apart, so he abolished all titles beside his own, and lord and lady. I am told, with some twittering of amusement, that this action did not end the grand game as Draken had intended. Now the lords and ladies collected unofficial titles rather than official ones, such as the Exalted Patron of Casagrande, or Uncle to the Champion of Triumphs. It is a headache to remember such titles, and one winces to think of the poor doorman at the balls who must rattle them off as each guest enters the room. The aristocracy is different from Ferelden in other ways as well. The Orlesians' right to rule stems directly from the Maker. There exists neither the concept of rule by merit, nor the slightest notion of rebellion. If one is not noble, one aspires to be, or at least aspires to be in the good graces of a noble, and is ever watching for a way to enter the patronage of those better placed in the grand game. And then there are the masks, and the cosmetics. I have not seen so much paint since the kennels at High Ever, but that is another story. Honestly, like, Orlais is so beautiful and so fascinating, and I can't wait to just be able to visit and experience more of it. Oh, thank you so much, Sakonis. I really like doing the little bit of Vaseline for my makeup for my Dragon Age game. Saga of Tritta Brightaxe, Ava Mother. Tell the tale of Tritta Brightaxe, Mountain Maker, Spirit's Bride. Free her people, forged in fastness, made in mountains, hardy hide. Wise in wisdom, calm in counsel, great in gifts, her grateful guests. Sacrifice she did to spirits, took their teachings, followed quests. brighter axe unbreakable crystal, stirred to flame then temper flies, gifted from her leaf-eared lover, laughing lady of the skies. Vested blades of all who tried, maidens spurning all requests, Gerida bright axe, streamer's eyes, ever mother of her making. Oh, a nice one, Night Kaiju. Like, Sorcerer is probably one of my absolute favorite classes to play. So it sounds like you had an awesome game. So we need to head up to Redcliff. So why don't we head to... actually, let's maybe try and grab a little bit more meat from the rams around here. And then we can head up north that way. Because it looks like we have another camp we can scout out.
Another cold night coming.
Liska needs more than those threadbare rags. She's shivering all day long.
I know. I'll find something.
Come on. So, you look to be not doing so well. Stephanie, can I ask what is best for you, bits, subs, or donations? It really depends. There is a bit of flexibility with bits, because you can just give as much as you're able to, even if it's only $1 or $2, or just a couple of bits. With subscriptions, there is like a set amount, because there is a set price for them. I need to look into like if there is like a cut taken depending on what it is that Twitch takes, but I don't think so. I think honestly, regardless, it like maybe because when you drop bits or tip bits to me, you also then get a little bit of a badge by your name in my chat as well. So I think that it depends on what you prefer to do, because if you like to collect like little badges beside your name in chat to show that you're an avid supporter, then bits is a wonderful option, but no one is ever under obligation to support me. Just, it's very much appreciated when you're able to, but please don't feel pressured. Sounds like they took influences from French and Italian medieval cultures, among other things. Yes, very much so. A part of me just finds it a little strange when they use not just like certain pronunciations and spelling, but when they use actual French in the language of the world. Like, it makes sense like for a game like this, because like common rough equivalent to English, and then so for this setting then you have like Orlesian being just French. Fuck, it might be a little bit too this might be a little bit too dangerous for me. But a part of me is just like hearing a character in fictional setting of Thedas say au revoir. I don't know, it's just like that little bit of... So that is French. But that's just me.
I doubt these were mere bandits. They moved with the efficiency of a trained group.
Suspicious. Subscribing to a Patreon is a good way to get money to it directly. Yes, and then you also get like the benefits of the different Patreon pledges as well. Like, it really depends on what you prefer, because if you're a Twitch subscriber, then you get to use the emotes, and you still get to join the Discord, but you get to use the emotes in my Twitch chat. If you prefer via Patreon, then you have different ways to support me on there as well and get a different sort of reward. And then over, like, if you just want to do like a little bit, then like dropping bits on my Twitch channel or like buying me a coffee on my Ko-fi account, it's totally up to you. It just depends on what you prefer. Either way, all of it is all very much appreciated. And I just wanted to, like, with the changes in the overlay so that it showcases people's names, just like another way to show, like, the people who go that extra steps to support me.
Hopefully the Inquisition can find some way to help these people.
We're doing our best. Yeah, it's weird to hear French in a world with no French, like in Final Fantasy VII when they have Korean barbecue in a world with no Korean. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hey, Demonic Aurora, how's it going? Welcome to the Blue Rose Respite. Glad you could join us this evening. Okay, let us head up that way to...
What do you mean?
Of course.
Secure that cap. Oh, Varric will be okay. I'm actually just going to double check because there's an option. When do... Hang on. That was it. I just want to double check. Yep. That they do... Yep, 30%. I just want to make sure that then when they're running a little bit low that they have just the one healing potion and then they can just like take the others as they need them.
It is good to see the Inquisition helping the refugees. It seems no one else will.
They're trying their best. Let's zoom out a bit more so I can see more of the beautiful scenery. Oh, but it's actually quite nice that I haven't played this game for a really long time because it feels like I'm experiencing it all over again, even though there's certain plot points that I still remember and certain characters I'm looking forward to. Hello?
Watch yourself. Bandits up ahead. Something anyway, they're blocking the road.
What can you tell me about the attackers on the road?
Several groups, some of them with bows. They've got better armor than most around here. It's too many for us. If you head out there, careful you don't get flanked. They don't take prisoners.
Thanks for the warning.
Gonna kick the shit out of them. Clearly, they weren't expecting the Inquisition.
Bandits ahead!
Hell yes, let's beat the shit out of them. No one expects the Seraph's Inquisition.
I doubt that's the last of them.
I very much doubt that as well. I'm sure there's going to be more on the road up ahead.
According to my research, the ancient elves may have set up wards near here. If we can find the artifacts they used, it may help strengthen this area against tears.
Oh, really? More elfy business, perchance. Hello. Can we help you?
Andaran Atishan. I did not expect to see another Dalish blood here. My name is Miris.
Hello,
By your
Miris.
weapons, I see you come ready for battle. Perhaps we face a common enemy in these demons.
Are you fighting the demons on your own? Fighting the demons is pointless. There will always be more, and I have no means of closing the rifts. But I have heard of elven artifacts that measure the veil. They may tell us where new rifts will appear. I was not expecting so many demons, however. I believe one of the artifacts is nearby. Can you help me reach it?
Yes.
It sounds worth investigating. Thank you.
Might be
It
useful.
shouldn't be too much farther ahead.
Cool, cool, cool.
Thank you for joining me. I do not think I could have done this alone.
There we go.
So we're taking the magical fire with us?
Yes. Yes, we are, Varric. Because it's extra shiny. I'll take care of those demons in just a second. Okay, or maybe now. These demons aren't patient.
I'm falling back.
Ah, you're fine.
I believe I sense one of the artifacts of my people.
Ow, people. Solace.
If we activate that crystal, it should react to the strength of the veil.
Yes, the wards are helping to strengthen the veil. This area should be safer for travelers now.
Good, good.
Well, that should prove useful. And it seems the ancestors left something for me as well. Interesting. I believe our alliance is concluded. Go in peace, stranger.
Solace?
Mahalani, Maglandeva, Vienna Salim.
Perhaps you're right. Here, take it. Go with Mithal's blessing.
Thank you. Stronghold of the apostate mages. Let the fools in Redcliff play the good mage as they always do. We know the truth. This world is ours to conquer. And every worthless peasant who threw a stone, every Templar who glared in disappointment at our harrowing, deserves to know it. Follow the trail to the Witchwood and find your brothers. Didn't I already clear out the Witchwood?
The apostates have fled to the hills.
Well, we better go and tell them to get the fuck out of there then. Oh, thank you so much for the hydrate check, Lou Bear. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Demonic Aurora, like, I think it was honestly, just like looking around on social media that a lot of people have recently, like, either returned to this game or, like, rediscovered it. And so it's like, huh, you know what? I haven't played this game in a really, really long time, so why don't we check it out? You cleared out the Templars, but not the mages. Cool. I might have to go back then at some point, if we're passing through. Now I want an RPG with all... No, I want an RPG with all the characters from Stephanie's audios. Oh, that would be amazing. Come on, almost got him. Well, they've got this.
We must pursue.
We'll get to them in a second, Solace. I want to pick up their stuff. The Stephanie Swan Quill cinematic universe. That's a terrifying thought. that are abandoned in the hinterlands. The patrol pattern is not negotiable. Upon any encounter resulting in injuries, mark trail and withdraw to the villa. We must remain in fighting condition to apply appropriate force and keep refugees clear of the area. That sounds suspicious. We don't need any heroes on this operation. We're being paid to keep things quiet and keep trade away from the East Road. When reasonable, allow targets to flee and spread word of the danger in the area. When such is unreasonable, kill all targets regardless of colours flown. Well, we're going to have to put a stop to that now, won't we? Fine. I have to find a place where I can sell this shit. Need to take off for the day. Have a lovely evening, everyone. You take care, Takasa House. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Well, she was already in a Red Wall game, why not? Yes, yes, I was actually in 2 Red Wall games. I was in Escape the Gloomer and The Scout, the second part. Oh, fuck. Ooh, if I set this up, will there be a merchant, maybe? Maybe not. I might just quickly go back and sell some useless junk, and then I can go back to that point.
Well, let me know if you find one.
Where are you? There we are.
It's good to have commerce.
Let me just do a quick check. Varric's good. Don't think I've got any better shields for you. What about Solace? Do you have... I think I would prefer the Ice Staff for you. Okay, that needs to be level 7. That's better though, so I'm going to give that to you. Varric. All I have is like custom armor, or like the special edition armor. I don't really have any other ones. I do have accessories though, so maybe like any rings I think would be useful for you. I tend to use more fire damage, so okay, you're good with that. I need some stuff though. That's better. Varric. Yes, good, good, good. Because I know once you get to your main keep, as it were, there is like a lot of stuff that you can do with like adding more stuff to armor and so forth, but I just need to clear out some inventory space. With some unneeded stuff, just to make a little bit of space. Because I'm not going to sell any of like the crafting materials because I need all of that. So yeah, that should have freed things up a little bit. Okay, now we can go back here. Network Noah, thank you so much for the resub. Hi, I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you so much for the 4-month subscription. I really appreciate it.
Nothing to report, sir.
I hope everyone's been doing well. You've been having a good week. We're almost at Christmas, so hopefully you guys are able to enjoy the time off that's coming up. Actually, you know what? We got to this point. I don't want to proceed all the way up to Redcliff quite yet. Why don't we add some more people to our inner circle? Because we got to this camp. And I want to maybe like build up our forces a little bit more before we go too much further. Just because when I'm streaming games, I tend to mostly be focusing on the main plot line, but then also like taking my time to get to it and enjoying the experience of exploring the world and everything. But there was someone who wished to speak to me, perchance. Yes, I think I just got a little bit distracted because like we were already in the hinterlands, and it's like, oh, what? The next thing to do is to go go seek out the mages.
Excuse me, I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Hi. I remember you.
What's the message?
We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast.
Mm-hmm.
My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge.
Oh, really?
If you'd like to see what the Bull's charges can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
Mm-hmm.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
The subtitles were appearing for that little bit of dialogue. I'm not sure if it's just because when the dialogue options open up, then they put the subtitles on again. But, oh, Krem. I missed you, Krem. He's just so handsome. Meloid Man, how dare you see through my priorities? God damn it. He's like 9 feet tall and just
Chancellor
amazing.
Aldrich came to speak with me. Could you try not to antagonize him?
If I offend the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
Okay. Scouting. Scout the Storm Coast. Ferelden has not seen significant Grey Warden activity since Darkspawn attacked the city of Amaranthine 10 years ago. It's not unusual for their order to fade from public notice when there's no blight. However, recent reports claim that a group was travelling along the northern coastline. Wardens tend to follow their own agenda, but the breach has no doubt caught their attention. If they know something, the Inquisition should find out. And thank you so much, Meloid Man, for the hydrate check. And thank you very much, Network Noah, for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. The Wardens are reclusive but not untraceable. If there are signs of their passage on the Storm Coast, my agents will find them. Let's head over there then. Sister Liliana, Lieutenant Harding led a small complement of soldiers to the Storm Coast region to investigate reports of Grey Warden activity. She sent word, that her party had established a camp near the shore, but we have received nothing further. At this time, the status of Harding and her mission remains unknown. Yes. Oh, I just get a little bit distracted when there's certain characters that just happen to, like, make me just a little bit distracted, a little bit flustered. Oh, and then Liana said, "Hi, honey."
Your worship, for what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area.
They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
I'll do what I can to find our people.
Thank you, Your Worship. That's a relief. The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Bye. She's just so sweet. Oh,
This might interest you, sir.
that's a fucking dragon right there.
This could help us.
Oh boy. That was a dragon. Oh, honestly, demonic, like, same here. I remember, like, because this came out originally when I was back living in Australia, and I just, like, almost every night after coming back from uni, I would grab, like, a cider or a beer from the fridge, and I would sit down and just play this game, like, into the early hours of the morning. And would not get much sleep that night. Maybe it was further up the coastline that... Now where is this famous iron bull? Can I get up this way? Maybe not. I have to go the slightly long way. Yeah, this game's about to be 8 years old. It's weird to think how old this game is and how long it's been since we've gotten a Dragon Age game. Yeah. I'm really hoping that we get more news of when the 4th one is coming. Because I really like this game.
Those must be the bandits Harding mentioned.
Time to fuck their shit up. Not having any of that nonsense. Oh no, wait, what the fuck am I doing? It automatically switched to the other one. God damn it. Because I was just like, wait, this doesn't feel right. He should be back over that way, but I didn't have that quest selected. God damn it. There we go. Hi. These kind of games are my favorites, especially when it came to meeting the characters for the first time. Oh, absolutely. Like, I love it that it takes its time to, like, introduce each one, and you get to have your own witty banter with them and get to know them, and everyone's got their own favorites. Hi.
Chargers! Stand down! Prim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks.
I look so
you're
small
with the
compared to
Inquisition, huh? Glad you can make it. Come on, have a seat. Drinks are coming.
Iron Bull, I presume.
Yeah, the horns usually give it away.
Is that you, Asterius? You know what? He's probably about the same height and same size.
I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again.
Hi.
Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have him check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
So, you've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
Just a quick thing. On that note, because Network Noah was asking, has anyone seen the new Spider-Man movie? I have not. And the new season of The Witcher also dropped today. So just a quick heads up. No spoilers in chat. Otherwise you will risk being banned, essentially. I'm very, very excited to see it. I still need to get my ticket for it. But I've heard it's amazing. And like, I can't wait to be surprised. The fact that polyamory is not an option in this game is an actual crime. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit like, that you can't romance more than one person, but it makes sense. Like, you've got a lot on your plate right now, and so maybe you only have, like, the time to dedicate to, like, one love interest at a time. You definitely seem useful.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are, but you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me. You need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons? Dragons?
God, I am so tiny.
And there's one other
standing
thing
beside him.
Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
No.
I've never heard of it.
It's a Canary order. They handle information, loyalty, security, all of it. Spies, basically. Or, well, we're spies. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
Yes. Yes, please. The Wolves Chargers join the Inquisition, and Iron Bull joins your own party.
Alright, you're in.
Excellent. Krem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tevinter, right? Try blood magic. We'll meet you back at Haven.
Fuck yeah. Okay, let's rearrange some things. Sorry, Cassandra, but I'm gonna... Actually, no, Ironball said he's gonna meet us at Haven, so let's just grab, my default team for now. And who was next on my list to join in a circle? Oh, that's right. Friend of Red Jenny. Yes, we need to do this one. Come on. Yes, yes. So yeah, we've got Iron Bull, or the Iron Bull and the Chargers. So let us also grab Red Jenny. Or meet the friends of Red Jenny, I should say. Iron Bull is a Canary. They're a separate race in Thedas. And they are very distinct for having like greyish skin and big horns, both male and female. Yeah, we had to fuck some shit up. My name must be getting around then. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yes, and then we get to meet the lovely Vivienne after recruiting Red Jenny. Our wonderful mischievous newcomer. Hi. I see you too, your magic.
How much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
Huh?
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Who?
Just say what?
What is that?
Ugh.
Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Hi.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're... And you're an elf. Well, hope you're not too elfy. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
I glow? Who are you?
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andrasto. But who are you, and what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches. Cheeky, yeah?
Sarah. I love Sarah's laugh so much. It just breaks up the tension so beautifully. My god, they really are running around with no pants. God damn it, Sarah.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andrasto. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
Maybe a bit more of an introduction.
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, two. It's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
Spies then?
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. If you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
Yeah, join us.
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
See you around, Sarah. She's great. She's not my favorite rogue. We get to meet him. Varric is, my favorite dwarf. But, there is a rogue, that you can add to your party that's I'm especially fond of. But we will be introduced to him later. For now, since we are in Orlais, why don't we visit another new acquaintance? Come on. Oops. Use the map to attend the salon. We could do that. There we go. Sarah's an interesting character, but I have to say the accent does feel incongruous with the rest of the setting. I will say it is a little jarring at first. I think maybe over time you get used to it, especially when you're in settings that are like Ferelden, which is more like, slightly more English-like. Maybe then it fits a little bit better. But off to meet Vivienne de Fer, the first enchanter of Montismart, has extended an invitation to her salon at the chateau of Duke Bastien de Guislain. Let's go mingle with some very, very influential and beautiful Orlesian nobility. Oh, you take care, Demonic Aurora. Hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Lady Lavellen, on behalf of the Inquisition.
What a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Seeing the same faces at every event becomes so tiresome. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer, or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
You know of me?
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andrasto herself delivered you from the Fade.
It's exaggerated a little bit.
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit.
Oh?
Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously.
Those are fighting words, sir.
Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
The Inquisition is working to restore peace and order to Thedas.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace with an army. We know what your Inquisition truly is.
Do you know?
If you were a woman of honor, you would step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests.
Hi.
You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear?
Hi. Hi, Vivienne.
My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
Let him go. He is paying enough for in his words.
I think the Marquis has seen
Let
the
him
error
go.
of his ways.
By the grace of Andrasto, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
Likewise.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Monsimard and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With divine Justinia dead, the chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
I'm sorry. I just want to flirt just a little bit.
Is your interest in the Inquisition Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
Yes, please
the
join us.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
Oh, she's just... She's just so pretty, you guys. I do declare I'm getting the vapors. Thank you for the hydrate check, Sam. Much appreciated. Alright. Okay, there we go. Now we can continue and head over to try and maybe meet with the mages.
Come on, you've seen our mounts. Most of them should be
Can I do any modifications for weapons? So forth yet. Oops. No upgrades available. Or do I have to like research it first? I don't know. Oh, hi Blackball. There you are.
Maker, look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
If I hadn't been saved by the Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Yes.
That's not surprising. Humans are everywhere. It's expected.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything.
That's fine.
It's what you do and how you do it that's important.
Exactly.
Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
You know... If I was playing this to, like, the character that I want to play, it's just like, oh, I'm not the Herald of Andrasto, I just want peace. I just want peace and order to be restored. But if I'm being honest...
A few of them worship me and think I'm destined for greatness. I don't disagree.
I don't think I've ever met someone quite so proud of who they are. It's refreshing. Suppose being called Andraste's Herald must go to your head.
Just a little.
For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
Yep, we could do that. She just looked at you and went, oh, what a cute puppy. Like, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if, like, Vivienne just, like, walks up to the Inquisitor. Because she seems maybe, like, half a foot taller than the Inquisitor. Because the Inquisitor's an elf, so they're a little bit more petite. And just, like, on the battlefield, just like, well, didn't you do a good job? And she just, like, absentmindedly pats Inquisitor Lavellin's head and just, like, her brain head empty. Thank you, Vivienne. Hey, Will.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Perhaps I should lead.
Then maybe we need one. I'd be willing.
You? Huh. Why you?
I've got the mark on my hand. I've sealed Fade Rifts, and hopefully I'll seal the breach as well.
That means you have a skill. That doesn't necessarily mean you should be deciding alliances. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions. And live with the consequences.
Yeah, that's valid.
Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't. But it could.
Oh yeah, Vivienne very much strikes me as a, to keep this conversation civil, And not too spicy. She strikes me as a pleasure dom. Just praises and head pats, but also you have to earn it. You have to show that you're worthy of her affections.
You see that new
Fix the door just like you asked, Flitter. Sarah?
Hey, Sarah.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Why? Because someone yelled it real loud? Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
That's why we're here. To help guide everyone back from the brink.
The religious ones tell you that. That's important, right? But don't make it all about that. Seems like believing too hard is what got everyone here. And here is stupid and smells of horse. Really, what everyone needs is to get everything back to normal and proper and profitable. Sound good to you, all-touched Lady Herald?
I'm ready to give it a shot. That's all I can ask from anyone else.
I'm in. It's an investment, yeah? Better pay off, too. Stupid war and everything. I had things to do.
I'll leave you to do your own shit then, Sarah. So I totally not at all am now thinking of changing love interest to Ironbull because I'd forgotten a little bit about the finer details of Ironbull. And Solus is a prick. An entitled piece of shit prick.
Though you had granted them power.
Boo-hoo. Why don't we go with Varric? Just because we're in Ferelden, let's take Varric, Cassandra, and... I was gonna say Vivienne. Let's take Solus for now. Actually, no, we've taken Solus for a while. Let's take Vivienne. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate checks, guys. And yes, Samuel, you're right. The reason I picked Solus was for like the post-game stuff.
Nothing to report, sir.
For like the epilogue and everything, so fuck it. Solus, you bastard. Actually, can I travel through this way? Or is this a dungeon? Like, who knows? Maybe I'll come back and play this again, this game again sometime, and romance someone different. Yeah, good question. Scarlet, are you still in chat, or did you need to step away?
She's taking flight!
I am nowhere near strong enough to defeat that thing. I'm gonna back the fuck up right now, because no.
Nothing to report, sir.
So yeah, I think with this run, I will stick with trying to romance Solus. Solus is a little tricky though, just because he's got very specific parameters, or not parameters, but like, he's a little tricky to romance. If you know what I'm referring to, then you know. But I'll do my best. I'll do my best to just enjoy this run through, but who knows, maybe then later down the line I can return with like a very specific romance in mind. We need to head back in the other direction along the east road. There we go. Good. I started playing this game and got to that part. My first immediate thought was, I greatly underestimated the size of dragons in this game. Yeah, dragons in this game are fucking terrifying, and it's a bit of a fight ahead if you try and fight one. And we're nowhere near strong enough to defeat it. God, why am I so bloodthirsty when I go after rams? Maybe, like, hunting was very difficult for Clan Llewellyn. Oh, go away. Can I close it? Not yet. Hang on. I need to get in position. Come on, almost. Okay, there we go. Good, good, good. Oh, I see that exclamation point. Is there something here that is useful? Stone calls to me in my dreams as I shape it with chisel and hammer. It shapes me in return. My flesh twists, claws and fangs ripping forth. The light in the sky makes the stone so much louder. I was going to say stronger, it's louder. The cave in the hills is good strong stone. I can shape it into something strong enough to keep me safe if I hurry. Gentin, if you are having these dreams, go talk to the Templars. The war doesn't matter. Their job is to help when things are too frightening to deal with alone. And the only reason the Templars didn't find you as a child is because your parents hid you away. If carving helps you, there's a nice map to an old cave I stumbled on a few years back. I think it has a stone you'd like. Interesting. Yes, it was a little weird that it was an abandoned home, but all the fires were lit. I'm just going to blame it on ghosts. Okay, I think we're almost at Redwall. Kirkwall. Is it Kirkwall? No, Redcliff. Sorry, I got the two names a little bit jumbled up in my head. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, if I'm not quite I'm not romancing the character that you prefer in my particular run, then I highly encourage picking up this game for yourself and giving it a try. And just like lose yourself in exploring how pretty this game is. 'Cause look at it. Yeah, I might have a little bit of Redwall on the game, on the brain at the moment, because it's just such a fun game, and such an amazing production to be a part of.
Redcliff.
I want a constant watch on that damned thing. Sound the alarm at the first sign of demons.
Oh, good for you. You interrupted what Varric was gonna say. Fuck off. I guess I'll help though, because I'm the Inquisitor, I guess. Come on. Solus is fine, he's got this. Oh, the Wolf Warrior. We are referring to the cartoon series that came out that was inspired by the books. I'm in the video games that was inspired by the books, which are a lot of fun. And yes, it is mice and other woodland critters in a medieval setting.
We don't know what these rifts can do. That one appeared to alter the time around it.
There are many mages in Redcliff. Maybe Fiona will know what's going on.
Make her have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
Hey, we did good, guys. Hi.
We spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
I suppose we can do that.
The veil is weaker here than in Haven. And not merely weak, but altered in a way I have not seen.
To the Grand Enchanter.
Oh, Redcliff is so pretty though.
Must be something here. Let's look around.
Something useful? Hmm. Barrett, can you get this open? Damn it. Okay, not quite skilled enough to do that, but that's okay.
I remember the first time the dead walked these lands, when a blood mage poisoned our leman. The ashes of Andrasto herself brought the Arl back from his enchanted slumber.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers.
Interesting.
Thank you.
How long am I thinking of going tonight? Probably for another half hour or so.
Dream again last night.
No, there'll be no questions.
Okay.
It was so real.
Let's sell some
And when I
stuff.
woke up, the sheets were as cold as ice.
Any other things that I can get rid of? Probably got some old weapons that I'm just not using. Yeah, that's enough to open up a bit more inventory space, I think. Why don't we head over to that tavern? Oh, thank you for the stretch check, Sam. Oh. Needed that, thank you. I'm sure everything will go well in this meeting. It always does.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. What has brought you to Redcliff?
You invited us here?
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
If it wasn't you who invited me here, who was it?
I don't know. Now that you say it, I feel strange. Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The free mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
An alliance with Tevinter?
Oof.
Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
Andraste's ass. I'm trying to think of a single worse thing you could have done, and I've got nothing.
I understand that you are afraid, but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
As one indentured to a magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Then tell me who does.
Very well. Who is in charge now?
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition.
That's some
Allow
villain
me to
armor if I ever
introduce
saw some.
Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
I am full of surprises, sir.
If you're leading the mages now, then let's talk. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
It is always a pleasure to meet a reasonable woman. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious indeed.
You'll help us then?
Does that mean you'll lend your mages to our cause?
There will have to be.
You're not looking so good, kid. Oh. What?
Felix.
What?
I'm so sorry. Please forgive my clumsiness, my lady.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time.
Okay.
Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
That went well.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Ah, I see. Secret messages because we couldn't tell from the armor.
There's no telling who or what will be waiting for us in that Chantry.
Only one way to find out.
See, I couldn't tell from that armor that the guy was... Clearly something was up. I feel my hood is not evocative enough. I should add spikes to it. I like... What gets me, it's not necessarily like the spikes. It's the two spikes on either side of the head, which, for me, it kind of looks like elf ears. So yeah, like... Oh, could you be a little less suspicious, sir?
From the Inquisition. Take care.
Do you wish to speak to us, sir?
Hello again.
How long has Magister Alexius been here?
A day or two after. After the Conclave, he arrived. Come to save us from the wrath of the Templars, they said. But this doesn't feel like safety.
You seem young to be part of this.
I'm Lisas. I came into my magic when I was 9 years old. Templars came into the alienage and took me to the Circle. They didn't even let me say goodbye. It's not right. I studied hard. I passed my harrowing. I sing the chant. But I'll be locked up for the rest of my life.
You don't approve of the Grand Enchanter's decision?
I was there when we voted to leave the Circle. She really seemed to care what we wanted. She was ready to rebel, but she wasn't going to unless it was the will of all mages. It's hard to believe she'd go behind our backs and sell us to the Magisters.
Take care of yourself. There's something strange going on.
I never thought the Grand Enchanter would swear to a Magister.
Ah, you'll be fine. We've got this. I'm the Inquisitor after all, I can do no wrong. Also, a mailed gauntlet that ends in claws, instantly suspicious. Side-eyeing, like I'm just glancing over at my own avatar's design for the Seraph of Stories. Like, oh, you're not suspicious at all. With a massive left gauntleted arm. Nothing suspicious there. At all. Can possibly be suspicious. And introducing one of my favorite characters in this game.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Hi. I missed you. There we go. Come on. Hi.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor, meaning he's not any longer, not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliff, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
He did what?
I hope that's less dangerous than it sounds.
More?
That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliff. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
As if I didn't already have enough problems on my plate.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic.
Oh?
When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Divinta Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Oh, I'm flattered.
All this for me. And here I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket. Everyone loves those. You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliff. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Dorian! I love Dorian so much. I missed him. I missed you. Totally not at all gonna just loot from the church. I think when I use a little bit of sass or have a quippy comeback, then Varric approves of it. And Cassandra resists the urge to throw up. I think, like, honestly, we can, like, start and chat, like, our own fan clubs for, like, certain characters, because, like, let's not forget, like, 20 minutes ago, everyone was just, like, on board the Vivienne train, and then Dorian has suddenly appeared and just, like, Dorian! It shows that the chat and I, we have exquisite tastes when it comes to companions. The troubles of a Chantry scholar. As students of culture, it is important to always recognize your biases. I wear my Chantry perspective openly, for if my readers do not understand the lens through which I view the world, they cannot account for how these biases may color my writing. Gathering accurate information is challenging in a place as vast and fragmented as Ceates. One may go on at length about lurid dreams with the king, then refuse to provide his name or some proof of the account. Other sources may conflict wildly. Fixing travel to some of the more remote areas of the continent is nothing compared to the difficulty I've had finding contacts I can trust. I cannot tell you how many times reputable people have tried to deceive me, sometimes for personal notoriety, or often in the interest of pet cause. Trustworthy Canary, Dalish, and Tevinter contacts are especially scarce, and I prize those I have kept friendly. Often it is I who must earn their trust. Texts too can be unreliable. From extensive readings, I have determined that Andraste was a Ferelden Elysian who was born in every town from here to Hofsburg. What little remains of elven history has been told and retold, shifted and skewed, until the tales are unrecognizable. I have particular respect for the dwarves, for there is no other people so obsessed with recording an accurate and complete history. If only the Shapers were as open as the skies they fear. If I can be honest, the long reign of the Chantry has made the recording of reality at times a trial. Most common histories have been rewritten through the filter of my religion. Everything has meaning as it pertains to the Maker, and while this is unavoidable, it sometimes leads to conflicts between what is officially taught by the Chantry and what I have seen with my own eyes. While my belief in the Maker is absolute, only a fool will ignore the lessons to be learned from other societies and religions. Take the Fade. Was it the kingdom of the Maker, or as common knowledge dictates, or the realm of the Divinta old gods? Few people would contest its existence, but beyond that, there is little agreement among scholars, though there are many who would disagree with me. I've come to believe nothing is for certain. I have met too many people and encountered too many perspectives not to keep an open mind about these things. Except from a lecture by Brother Genevinti at the University of Orlais, delivered shortly after the release of his seminal work. Interesting. Varric, Dorian, Vivienne, favorite party right here. Actually, I should try that combination sometime. And thank you for the hydrate check, Jen. Thank you, thank you. But I think we need to get a little bit more power before we...
Does Divinta really need cults? Aren't they weird enough?
They have torn open time itself. So no, I doubt they truly need a cult as well.
Okay, so we need a little bit more power before we can go after that particular quest line. Are there any other quests that we haven't completed? A lot of these are smaller quests. Why don't we do some of the Hinterlands ones since we're already here? Yes, we could do that. Yes, why don't we go and take care of this stuff at the farm, shall we? A lot of these are smaller quests, but let's head back over to that farm and then we can get horses for the Inquisition. Traveling.
Nothing to report, sir.
Actually, before we head back, let's take care of those wolves as well, since we're in the general area. I believe we do currently have a horse, but I have not completed that quest line in order to be able to ride it yet. There we go. And yes, that's right, they were down this way. The Herald of Andrasto questions do ASMR. Like, I think honestly it has been a little too long, maybe. Just because I know it would be a very specific niche thing for that style of ASMR. And I don't know. I've got ideas for ones already, including one that will be coming out next Saturday. And I'm very excited to sit down and write. Oh, guys, you're most welcome. Like, honestly, I am well aware at this point that I am spoiling you guys. But you just do so much for me to support me and like be active on my Discord and like send bits and support me with subscriptions and all that good stuff, so thank you. And for that you deserve a treat. You deserve a reward for all that you do for me. Oh, I'm sorry, puppies. But you're causing trouble for the farmers. I have to stop you. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
These must be the wolves Elena spoke of.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves.
The demon!
Go away, you stupid demon! But yeah, I think after I sort this thing out with the Horsemaster, I might call it a night. We've already done a lot tonight. Our Inquisition is steadily growing stronger. And we have some absolutely gorgeous and very talented new allies to join us.
With the demon dead, the farmers should be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
Oh. Poor puppies. Come on. Sometimes the camera work is a little tricky, even though I can control it myself, but it just goes all over the place when you're in tight areas like this. And yes, we did save the puppies. I do notice something up there. Can I get to it? Go. Ready? Good, good, good. We go, now we can head back. Oh, I'm fine, I'll just take a potion, I'll be fine. Now, were there any other quests we had to complete before we get horses? No, I think that's it. I just need to now learn how to ride a horse, apparently. Oh, Hayden, that is actually a good point. Let me just double check that, because I think it might be the last Friday stream we have before the new year comes. That is correct. I might do something on New Year's Eve. I'm not quite sure yet. Stand by for that. This might be the last stream we do for 2021, but I might do something on New Year's Eve as well. We'll see how we go. Well, probably won't stream like until New Year's turns around, but we'll see. We will see. Yep, definitely next week I won't be streaming because that's New Year's Eve, and I would want to have that to myself. I am not strong enough to fight those yet. But just stand by when it comes to the one for New Year's Eve. I'm not quite sure. Might stream something special, might do some more Dragon Age. We'll see how things go.
Nothing to report, sir.
Just replenish potions. Ooh, yes, we'll get some regeneration potions. Hell yeah, leveled up. And I should probably learn how to ride a horse, just for the sake of completing that quest. But I do remember I'm not really a fan of it, which is why I prefer to run everywhere.
Fancy trying out one of my courses? What kind of racing are you talking about?
I set up a course over there with stakes in the ground. It's too narrow to race directly, so I time it with a sandglass. You try to ride the course before I call time.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll give it a shot.
One of your courses.
Wonderful. Get your horse and I'll set up the stakes. You make time, I'll throw in some of the dress money Father gave me. Consider it a donation to the Inquisition.
Have I ever thought of a live ASMR on Twitch, like improving a story? I've thought about it. The thing is, I worry I'd break character too much because I'd be either getting caught up in the moment or giggling, and I wouldn't be able to do like the background ambience and all that. I have thought about it though, but let me know if it's something you guys would be potentially interested in. There we go, that wasn't too bad. I now know how to ride a horse. Hand
Nicely
over.
done. Fancy another race?
I'm good.
I'll speak with you later.
So let us get this sorted out. Acquire horses for the Inquisition, and then I think we will call it a night. Hayden! Hayden, you serious? Steph, remember when I promised you 5k bits last month? I lied. Thank you so much for the 5,500 bits, Hayden. Dude, seriously? Thank you. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you, so much.
Still
I
think
really,
racing's
really
a fool's
appreciate it.
game when
Thank
there's
you.
fighting to do, but you rode well.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
Oh, you're amazing. Thank you so much.
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
The wolves should be back to normal now. There shouldn't be any further trouble.
That's good to hear. I'll send word to the farmers and let my husband know what you've done. It may not seem like much, but you've given this land hope it desperately needed. Thank you.
Hey, I'm awesome. And I just need to let him know about that. I do what I can when I can, and I appreciate it every single time, Hayden. Thank you so much.
If those refugees are going to defend themselves, they'll need real defenses. I've got a few ideas.
I built watchtowers in the areas you recommended.
Nicely done. That'll give both the refugees and our farmers some warning next time trouble pays a visit. I'll speak to the master and have weapons sent to your people at the crossroads.
I will say one thing that kind of is just like a game glitchy thing, but it does annoy me when everyone's like walking around in the background a little bit when you're trying to have a serious conversation. Like, guys, calm down. It's fine. Hey, give us horses.
Says you got rid of those demon-cursed wolves. Should be safer for our farmers now.
There we are.
You've held up your end of our bargain, Inquisition. You'll have my whole stable and good hands to go with it.
You sent your stable hands and your horses to the Inquisition. What about you?
Well, you've cleaned up the area, and I can't say I'm not tempted. Still, it feels wrong to abandon my land to go play horsemaster again.
Are you Andrastian? This is a matter of faith. The Maker would want the best to join us.
I've heard some things about you lot. Can't say I'm not interested in what it all means. All right, Inquisition. I'll look to your horses myself. Never let it be said that Redcliff gave less than the best. Just let me settle matters here and say goodbye to my wife. I'll meet you at Haven.
Okay, steadily getting more power from the Inquisition, which is good because we need that to do the next bit of the main quest. But I think this is where we'll wrap things up this evening. I'm just going to head back to camp and save. Inquisition getting stronger. And yes. And with that, we'll wrap things up tonight. Just like Sarah Scribble's panel with... oh, I remember that comic panel of just like thrift, and then making it rain. And yes, I love it. I'm just going to say it. I love it when people like do little fun edits on the emotes, which is something that you can unlock with points. Yes, I love seeing my little Seraph emote with sunglasses and other fun things, so keep it up. I love seeing those. But thank you all so very much for joining me tonight, guys. I had so much fun with Dragon Age Inquisition.
I am surprised you decided to remain.
Why? The breach remains a threat to us all.
Just the same. I wondered if you might leave now that we have a plan to seal it.
Ah, because I am an apostate. I might flee before the Inquisition throws me in chains. I take my commitment seriously, Seeker. Come what may, I shall see this through.
As you wish. Though I cannot guarantee what will happen in the days to come.
Sorry, I just kind of like mental blank for a second. It's nice to know that Solus takes his commitment seriously. If you know why I'm a little salty about that. But thank you all so very much for joining me tonight with more Dragon Age Inquisition. Yep. And yes, I will be streaming Witchwood this Sunday. I cannot wait to see what lies ahead for that game. I had so much fun with it last week and I cannot wait to see what happens next. But if you've been lurking in the shadows and you like what you've seen so far, please consider following. We would love to have you back at the Blue Rose Respite. You are welcome anytime. And be sure to check out my other socials in the chat right now. My Twitter for important updates and other fun shenanigans. My YouTube channel for my ASMR tales, and it's also where I upload my Twitch VODs, and my Instagram for lovely pictures and all that good stuff. But a huge thank you to everyone who joined me tonight, and everyone who renewed their subscriptions, who gifted subscriptions, who sent bits. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so very much. I really appreciate it. And I hope everyone has an amazing week ahead. And again, just as a gentle reminder, I won't be streaming next Friday because it'll be Christmas Eve, and so I would want to have that to myself. I will play it by ear if I'll be streaming that Sunday. I more than likely will, just because I don't really have any concrete plans. But I am aware that a lot of people have plans for Boxing Day, so we'll just play it by ear. We'll see how things go next weekend, but just it's a certain that I'm not going to be streaming on Friday. I more than likely will on Sunday, but I'm just going to see how that goes. And same with the stream for Friday the 31st, because that is falling on New Year's Eve, so I probably won't be going. I won't be going until like all the way to midnight, but I might be streaming that Friday night, but we'll just see how things go, because I know, again, a lot of people have plans for New Year's Eve, so we'll just play it by ear. But thank you all so very much for joining me tonight. I hope you all had a fantastic time. I know I did. And let's see who's currently streaming tonight. No one that I can think of that's currently got things going on. So, actually, why don't you say hello to this amazing artist for me, who I also follow on Twitch. They're incredibly talented artist, and you can all go say hi. But thank you all so very much for joining me tonight. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend ahead, and remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay wicked and wonderful. Good night, guys.